back again. Light it up, represent, gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Light it up, represent, had to do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
People in the back, get 'em up. What time for the people in the back, get 'em up. What time for the people in the back, get 'em up. What time for the people in the back, in the back, in the back, for the people in the back, back, for the people in the back, back, for the people in the back, for the people in the back, for the people in the
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big.
Yo, what's good, guys? How we all doing? Thank you guys for the resubs, by the way. Zero B, Cleek, and Miku. Thank you guys. wait, why is my YouTube subscriber count clipped off, dude? What's going on? Give me like 5 seconds, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it just decided to like shift or something? Sure. Oh, devil number. So scary. Alright. Then let's re-enable that there. Alright, we're good. Hope you guys are doing well today. Stalefish, don't spoil it, bro. Lex 97, you're gonna get slapped, bro. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I see we have a skip request. Let's just go ahead and start out with that. Why not? You know why, Lex 97. First message of the day is, have you reset the form? You know why. Have I seen your DM? Possibly. I don't know. Can I whitelist Newgrounds accounts? I cannot. Only elder moderators can do that. Player map. Make a map, Stalefish. Alright. Dynamic Legends. That background, though, that was good. Great depth. Oops. Great energy so far on this level. Liking the colors, liking the green pulses and whatnot. Lots of movement, which I am very fond of. Wait, boss fight or something. Alright. This is cool. I like this. The facial animations are kind of funny, but I'll get beyond that. I like this vertical section. I'm glad that people aren't scared to use vertical sections. I mean, granted, they are still, for me, a little bit more difficult because I cannot comprehend it. But, I'm glad that people are still using them. Yo, Zuda, thank you for the bit. That's a very good level to start at the stream. And, if anyone were to have the prediction running for an epic send, you would have gotten your points. Because that's easily an epic, in my opinion. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get to our actual form. As per usual, we do the first 5 in order, and then we do random queue. Whoops, did not mean to press that many times. Yo, Eisuki, what's up? Thank you for the bit. Was good? Not too much. Sorry for the lack of streams these past couple of days, or past, yeah, a couple of days. It's been 11 days since I last streamed. I was working on a little level I like to call HSV. You might have seen it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm liking these older school vibes right here. Yo, Leon. Thank you for the bit. When the... What? Cleat contest goes hard. I'm very excited to see other people's entries. I know that Danger Cat recently joined, so that'll be interesting to see. Yo, Limes, thank you for the bit. Where I was Sweetsin yesterday, I wasn't in the stream. That was Noli2K. I was just chatting in the chat. Noli2K was the other person in the voice chat. I've had a lot of people already, like, I swear, like, frame 1 after I released HSV, people were like, alright, how did you make those effects? I'm like, a lot of tedium and being very specific about stuff. Huh? There's your answer. Oh, Smears making an entry? That's cool. This is nice old school vibes, good colors, good gameplay. Probably something for a feature. Don't really have too many gripes about it. Alright, next level. Big feet. No requested rate. Alright. That's a free coin. Not sure how I feel about that. Do wish there was a little bit of movement here. I like the pattern that you have in the block designs. I think the colors are a little bit too washed out for my liking. Oh, that's a difficult jump. This part's fairly empty. You know, you really have, like, you're trying to have the spiral background carry this part, which I don't like these spiral backgrounds in the slightest. They're very much overused, and they're just starting to get very boring in my opinion. But that part really needs some more air deco. The structuring was alright. I just felt like there could be something behind the structures or something a little bit more complicated within the structures and stuff. That's like a 5-star. But yeah. Yeah, ex-creator goal. How are you? Alright. Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, this song's great. I love this song. Hola Espanol. Solo Inglés en ese channel. I don't know how you say channel in Spanish. I think it's called canal or something. But solo Inglés, por favor. Thanks for the free coin sound effect.
Huh?
Why YouTube this time? I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. What a spam. Alright. There could have been a little bit more going on. HSV is one of the best levels I've played. Appreciate it. Glad that people liked it. I was low-key hoping for a legendary, but I guess I caught Rob on a bad day or something. But he did sort of make up for it with the daily. But, you know. Still, legendary is one of my goals for this year. So far I've had 2 solid attempts at it with Champo and then HSV. And both have failed, so I guess I'm doing something clearly wrong. So, I don't know. We'll see if I ever am able to make a legendary, because it's coming to the point where I'm like, alright, I don't know what I need to do better in order to get a legendary. But yeah, I think this level just needed a little bit more substance. It's rather empty in the backgrounds. I think a rate should be fine, but it's like a bare minimum rate in my opinion. I forgot about that song, that part of the song. Alright. Next level. Already seen this. Send it for a star rate. Gobsmacked. Yo, Charlie, thank you for the bit. Where do you send the IDs? Look at the pinned message or look at the description of the stream. You'll find a form. Oh, it's this song. Yeah, the first 5 in order? Yes. Do I think the current standards have gone down or up? I'd say they've gone down. Because, I'll be real, so many levels that are in the awarded tab, I would probably send like a star rate and they get feature. And there's so many levels that get star rate that I would not send at all. And that's like levels I have not played yet. I don't know. Especially with platformers, like I know it always seems like I'm like digging on platformers, but it's just like the easiest example of like people care too much about the gameplay in platformers. They don't really like try with trying to decorate their platformer that well. So I feel like there's just a lot of room for improvement, and unfortunately not many creators are really taking advantage of it. They're just doing like the bare minimum to get a star rate or something. Especially on Extreme Demon platformers. Like, a lot of the Extreme Demon platformers I've seen, they don't look good. I'm just gonna say it straight up. This level is 2 stars, first of all. If this were to get rated 3 stars, I'd be upset. I think this stuff like that radial blur right there is quite unnecessary. I do like the amount of movement, or that there is actually some movement. There's not that much movement, but there is some movement here, which is nice. I would probably try and add a little bit more here in the in these sections, like add like a small little pattern or something, because like while you do have these little squares here, you can't really see it because it's behind a chat, but trust me, there's a little square there. But I would just try and add a little bit more in there. These blocks are better just because there's actually, like, you know, full-on substance for the top and the bottom of the block. I will say, Sweet Sims and I kind of like the two, how do I say it, 3D connoisseurs and the mod team. Flip these around because these should be moving to the northeast versus the southeast direction, because these are moving to the northeast. So I'll just move those around, or flip them around vertically. The colors in this level are pretty good. There could be a little bit more substance in some of these parts though, like that transition for one. Maybe like some contrasting colors would be nice, like add like a secondary color here and there. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this level otherwise. I'll still settle in for like maybe a star rate. Should be fine. What is happening? Alright. Because one of the first 5 in order were already played, I'll play this level. And so consider yourself lucky, because one of the first 5 in order was a level that I've already played. This is a bit of an older level, about like 4 or so years ago. At least. I don't know. I think this 60 million ID range is around 2020. I can't remember. Oh, okay. Not sure what happened there. This has got some nice atmospheric vibes though. You know, pretty standard modern. I think the colors could be improved a little bit, just because like it is fairly, there could be a little bit more contrast between the foreground and the background. Like the only real like difference you can see that there are actually blocks here are because of the outlines of the blocks. Like I feel like if you were to like make these blocks a little bit more like colored in a little bit, make it a little bit darker, I think they would contrast with the background a little bit of a better way. I feel like the energy is a little lacking in this level, admittedly. There could be a little bit more movements. The most movement we really get are the tops and the bottom of the screens in this part. Yeah, it's just very bright. Not really too much. It's hard to make out the details, realistically. But still think it should be a star rate. Yo, Firefox with the gifted. Thank you. Who did you gift that to? It doesn't show. Oh, Zoli. Gotcha. It doesn't show in my activity feed where or who you gifted to. Yeah, 5 years ago. So that's end of 2020, yeah. Yeah, I think it still could get a star rate. The gameplay was good though. Alright, that was the last of the first 5 in order. And now let's go ahead and start the random queue. So we start at number 8 as our minimum number. And let's see the large amount of levels that we have in this queue. Ooh, 437. So your odds are currently 1 in 429. Not the best odds to start of the stream, but it is the weekend, so can't say I'm too surprised. I've already seen this. Send it for a star rate. Yo, what's good, Raving Rafters? How are you? 439. 434. Someone got lucky. Josh. With their favorite level being Fukushigi. Pretty based. choice. Fukashi is a great level. Oh. Tired, very tired. Honestly, fair. I'm doing pretty alright this morning. I've been awake for a little while now. Last night I was up to like 11, finishing up the Subnautica 2 preview. If you guys have not played Subnautica 2 and you have played Subnautica 1 and you're kind of like holding off a little bit, I would say go ahead and get it. I mean, it's $30, like that's nothing. But it's got a really good amount of content for a early access version. This looks cool so far. I'm liking these colors a lot. Nice pixel style. This pixel style look here reminds me of that one daily we got recently, called like Bubbly or something. Yo, Firefox. Why can't you buy Skip the Queue? There's a 30-minute cooldown on Skip Queue. Marky Forest requested a Skip Queue at the beginning of the stream, so you have about like 9 or so more minutes before you can request it. That level is deserved event, not daily. Honestly, oh, it's one of these levels with these realistic cloud backgrounds that we've seen a lot of. I swear, like every single like level that has like a landscape like this, like has these like anime style clouds. Like it's always the same cloud shape. Like it always like, you know, something small down here. Like something small down here, and then something small down here, and all of a sudden there's just this middle, like high spire. Like there's, you guys realize that other cloud shapes do exist, right? Like every single cloud looks like that in these levels. But yeah, I'm not pressing anything. I'm not sure why my swing was doing stuff. This probably be the weakest part right there. It just felt like a little less quality. I saw something about Necros in the chat. What's up? Just here say GG on Necros getting the gauntlet. Actually, I guess they'll be a part of that gauntlet. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I knew after it got weekly, I knew it was going to be getting into one of those two gauntlets. So I was kind of just sitting there being like, hey, which gauntlet's coming out first? Build some mesocyclone clouds. We're getting real specific with the clouds today. I'm liking this though. Admittedly, the end was a little low quality, but I still think that it should get an epic. Alright, I'll still send this for epic. 10 creator points. Not the lists. Cool. I'm guessing these actually were, it kind of did the same thing as Goose did in that one level. I forget which one it was. Metamorphosis, I think, where they took like designs from their previous levels. So that's cool. I still send that for epic 7 stars, I think. Second epic of the stream? I know, that's crazy. 462. 214. Where are you at? There we are. This person gave a freaking metal TV link. Are you... What is this? 2015, dude? I'm playing it. I'm playing it out of protest. I do not want to use metal TV, dude. Oh my god. What is this song? I forgot about this song. This song was playing in the level. I've heard it somewhere. Alright, this part's infinitely easier compared to that cube section. Ooh, the release. I have to jump, I know it. Nope, surprisingly not. Yeah, a bit of difficulty and balance. The deco is also fairly simple. I would just add more substance. Like, you have the particles here, but admittedly, like, the particles could be a little bit lower opacity because it does kind of make it a little bit more messy than I'm assuming it tends to be. Oh, you gotta really, like, hit that last second. I can't see. I can't see, dude. I don't even know if I can slide on these blocks. Ooh, the transition. It's like the last deadlock transition. Out of the memory, or into the memory ship. Do wish there was a little bit more song representation, because it is quite lacking, like, movement and just general intensity. Try to use things like the pulse trigger. Pulse trigger is like your best friend for just general intensity within a song. Okay. Oh no, really? Better deco than skeletal. Yeah, what other levels use this song? Chromatique! That's it. I knew a level with that. Pretty sure that was the level that got weekly before Necros did. I think it was Chromatique, then Necros, then Skip Ad. I think I remember that wording correctly. I think I've sent you a level that you've already played. If I did, then can you reset the Google form for me once you showed that I've played your level? Unfortunately, I can't do that because that would reset the form for everyone, which would mean that they would all have to request a level again. So there's no exclusivity with Google Forms. You're basically just an anonymous submitter. So if I cannot reset the form for one person. It would reset for everyone. And I don't think that everyone wants to deal with that right now. 112. Doge Fan 384. Alright. Platformer. Skyfall Garden. Ooh. Nice atmosphere so far. How long will I stram? I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to stram, guys. I mean, I might stream for like 2 or so hours, but I'm not sure how long I'm going to stram. Oh, I was about to say free coin, but I got blocked up by an invisible barrier. Those orbs have a very satisfying sound for some reason. I like that thump. Oh, okay. Press to use. There we go. I'm guessing I can go back now for the coin, now that I've gotten that, well, shit. Now that I've gotten that gem. Yeah, that's just for a coin. Okay, I don't care about that then. I managed to thread the needle right into that pit. Ugh. This low-key reminds me of, like... Well, okay, never mind. I have to go for that. I have to go back for that thing. Alright. It is not just for a coin. I got rocks. Actually, you know what? I'm going back to the right. I think. Alright, first of all, the camera needs to move down further, quicker. Just because, you know, you get deaths like that, it's kind of hard to see what's going on below. I mean, granted, that just comes with just like, you know, replaying the level over and over again with experience with platformers. Yo, Heisuki with the bit, Firefox with the bit. It's 30. It was. Marky Force didn't. That was loud. Marky Force did not request it immediately at 30 minutes, so like give it a minute or so. Yo, Cleek with the membership. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. We made an archway. Don't need rocks. What is this? I don't trust going down there. Do I need to get... I'm guessing I need to grab the blue orb then. Because we got all the other collectibles. Nope. Yo, Heisuki with the bits. 98 bits of them. 98 of them. What? Thank you. Okay, I do not like those pits because it's impossible to see if you're up top. The atmosphere is good. It's just I'm too unconfident right now to figure this out. But for what it is, it seems like the level ends right here. But it looks neat so far. I do like the colors a lot. Let's get rid of these so I can actually look at it. Seems like this is the ending portion of the level. Well, there's a checkpoint here. This level's like a 4-star, 3-star. Okay, yeah. That's cool. I like it. I'll send it for a feature. I just kind of wish the camera moved down a little bit more. Because like there were a couple like pit deaths that I was kind of getting annoyed with. Skip queue. Alright. Thank you for putting in the difficulty, by the way. People like will request an extreme demon and like don't even give me like a video. So like I have to like just sit here and be like, alright. Area EXO. Is this gonna be EXO with like area move triggers or something? Oh god. There's a lot of inputs in this level, dude. Jesus. I'm not the biggest fan of when levels do area move like this, when it, you know, breaks. I would definitely try to recommend linking these objects together, selecting one of the objects and giving it area parent, because that'll fix this breaking phenomenon, and it'll just move as one unit versus them moving based on just the X coordinates. I do kind of wish there was a little bit more variation. Mainly with the colors. Like, we had this background. Well, I do appreciate the parallax if the background is kind of weak. That was a cool transition. Okay. That looked like it would be a spider portion, but then it's just a swing. Oh, you gotta jump there apparently. Alright. Yeah, the main thing about this level is just wish there was more variation. We're halfway through the level, so like a minute through, and kind of been the same block design, same colors especially, for the entire level so far. Kind of wish I knew it was going to be a ship going out of that. But the amount of movement is good. not the lightning bolts. That's cool. Yeah, well, shit. These blocks are like moving at like the last possible second, making it kind of difficult to read the level. It's just a little bit impossible to predict the movements. Yeah, it's just very difficult to see the level's gameplay because of the area triggers. Like, I know that the area triggers are the big shtick for this level, but I do unfortunately think that there is a little bit of a weakness introduced by having so much area movement, especially area movement with that amount of intensity on the values. So yeah, main gripes, kind of hard to see at a lot of points of the level. Kind of wish the colors were a little bit more interesting because they are the same thing throughout the entire level. Kind of wish there's a little bit more variation. Same for the lot designs, same with the backgrounds. So I'll just add more variation throughout the level, fix up some of the gameplay, and I might send that 4-star it. Alright, next level. How many levels we got in the form? We reached 515 levels. 515, we reach 123. Alright. Base vortex. The cougar is real. Alright. Yo! Stargod Hal, what's up? How you doing? Do you have any tips on getting creator points? I don't have Discord or Twitch. Luckily, since you're on YouTube, I have a 32-minute long video consisting of 100 creating tips that you can go watch right now on my YouTube channel. Or if you see Wabus, then there's a very nice feature that YouTube added where you click on the video and then it says don't recommend channel, so you will never see Wabu pop up in your feed anymore. I certainly did that for Wabu. Whoa. Unlike the intensity, the simple rotation of these squares in the background actually kind of works. I do think there could be a little more variation though, like maybe add some different shapes because they are. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, like, for that longest amount of time, they were still there. So just add a little bit more variation. But I do like the colors. Do like the intensity that is just in this level. How many GIFs of me do I have? I don't know. I don't save those GIFs because they're kind of stupid. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I kind of wish there was a little bit more going on. It's kind of simple. Like, the colors were decent. Also, this is kind of suspicious. Let's see what this original ID is. Oh, so it's just one of those that copies itself. Alright. But yeah, I kind of feel like if the level is a little bit longer, it would be nice as well, because it is 47 seconds long. And just kind of wish there was more going on. This is probably the best part of the level. I just feel like the level kind of does get a little bit lower in quality as it goes on. Okay. So I'll probably skip it on this for now, but if you come back with a couple of improvements, like more variation, I might sign that for a star it. $528. 88. Where you at? This person's favorite gauntlet level is absolute garbage, which I kind of don't think that. I kind of think that Necris should probably be the last level in the Acid Gauntlet. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult than absolute garbage. Especially if you go for the coins. The coins make that level like a medium demon at least. But I sure as hell went for them, because they're my coins. I like these vibes. I'm not sure. Oh. I gotta hit that twice. The vibes in this level are pretty decent. I wish there was a little bit more variation. Or like a little bit more stuff going on in the background. Like the particle usage is cool. I like the god rays that are coming down, or I guess going up. It's kind of hard to see there. Not the biggest fan of the blur that's introduced here. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of radio blur in general. It just kind of makes things a little bit too messy for my liking. Hello. There we go. Also, Easy Demon, no. But yeah. Definitely like a good start to a level. I do have to call it, I think that this part is ironically like the most complete, in my opinion. That orb, bro. Kind of wish that you had to, kind of wish you replaced that with 2 orbs. Can I ban? What's going on? Can I ban XXP4B? What are they doing? Oh. Yeah. Sure, you can get banned. I don't know. Bye! Yeah, it's definitely got some good ideas. I mean, it's very simple. Also, that's a 9-star. I'll probably send it for a rate just for a couple of issues. Like, using particles for, like, main deco and then having a black background and black spikes. It's unfortunately leads to a bit of inconsistencies with the deco. How do I explain this? If you use particles are obviously, they're random. Like, their placement is random within the bounty box that you give a particle. So if you're banking on a certain object to have some sort of bright background behind it, which is particle based, you're not going to have that bright background behind that object every single attempt unless you manually place some particles there. So there was sometimes like that, there was like that one set of spikes that I died to because I couldn't see the last spike because there wasn't a particle behind it during that attempt. So I didn't realize that I'd jump really late beforehand. So yeah, I'll send it for star rate 9 stars. How long have we been going for? 45 minutes. We've reached 541 levels. How many levels are in the unfiltered queue? 589. So there's at least 30 levels worth of duplicates. And all I can say is screw off. Your duplicate levels don't work in this stream. This one level's been requested 4 times. Nope. It's been filtered down to 1. Alright, 288. Where are you? I can't see. The only issue with having my monitor upscaled to 4K because it's just that it makes things really small on Google Forms. Oh, that makes sense. I would have not thought that the Ultimate Phase song would be the song using this level. Whoops. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Not bad so far. I think the addition of these sound effects was a little unnecessary. Just because they don't really add too much, unfortunately, to the level experience. They kind of just there for, like, you know, collectibles and like a door opening. And I don't know. I feel like sound effects in classic levels should really only be reserved for like just atmosphere. Like Glumfubbers uses sound effects and just extra song assets like expertly, in my opinion. Wow. Like having like some atmosphere, like, you know, some birds chirping or something. But yeah, definitely think that using sound effects for just like, alright, this door opens, you got a coin, it's just kind of not the best way to use sound effects, unfortunately. So I would try to not use sound effects. Okay. Why are you making someone download a 75.7 megabyte song when it's not even the actual song that's used in the level? I'm pretty sure this part of the song is just that part that we heard at the end. So I feel like that's just a very large waste of 75 megabytes if it's just gonna be there for like 2 seconds. Yo, Jay, thank you for the bit. Is there going to be a form reset? Yes. Yeah, I think that some of the camera movement was a little bit rigid as well. I wish it was a little bit more smooth. I think some of the colors of the lava, there was like some lava streams at the beginning level that were like very dark, which is weird. I don't know. I feel like some color work to be nice, but I'll personally skip out on this for now. Alright, next. 551. 468. Why is the menu theme so warped? That's a you issue. Conical depression, conical, okay. I know what the rest of that word is. You don't need this many things on your screen, dude. The song ended. Alright. Do you guys want a minute 42 seconds of your life back? Because I'd sure do. Stream Demon 10 stars. Mythic rating. Next level. Moving swiftly on. 561. I wonder how many people actually, like, think I send levels for Mythic if I put it in the Mythic folder. Jane, thank for the bit as well during that experience. Peak song, first of all, on this level, dude. Love this song, dude. What? I'm not sure how I died there. How am I dying, bro? Let's turn on hitboxes. What is this? What is this, dude? Why is there a big red hitbox here? Okay. This is why you should never do freaking skip, like, if you're trying to patch a skip and you're too incompetent to actually make the skip work, don't do it. Jesus Christ. What's up, GD Monkey? Alright. Radio Lord pulses. I hate him. Oh god, it's one of these levels, dude. My wave trail in HSV mogs this one. Alright, that was something. The soul's been sent. Alright. I mean, to be fair, people have different standards. I'm personally not going to send that one. What do I think about that level of yours that I already sent that is 9 cents? Welcome to the club. That happens a lot. It's not unusual for that to happen. 573. GD Monkey, you should have been here at the start of the stream because the first level we got in the stream, we sent for an epic. So you should have got that poll going, or that prediction going. Platformer, there's a demon platformer. Sure as hell not gonna be playing that. Friday Night Funkin', dude, why? What is this? Do I check the levels after the stream? No, there's too many levels. The metal parts of the song are good, but the Friday Night Funkin' weird Vocaloids nonsense, nah. I hate Friday Night Funkin' songs because of this stupid Vocaloid stuff. Are we almost done? Alright, we're done. There's just a lot going on. Good job. Alright. It's a cool level. Also in for a feature. Friday. Whoops, that's not the right thing. Oh well. I lost that. Alright. Play a couple more levels and then we'll reset the form for those who are impatient. $4.90. This person likes fizzy fossils. Fair enough. I've already seen this. Pipe Dream, Sense for Epic. Pipe Dream's a great level. Yo, what's up, that now? How you doing? Yo, Sweet's in. What's good? Hopefully you are doing well. 587. 28. Ooh. An early request. We love to see it. These are hard to insane, demon. Almost 2 minutes. I'll give it a look. Play practice mode. This level is part memory. Alright. Let's watch that video. Dude, my right ear is going to enjoy this video so much. How am I, Techno? I'm doing well. When am I going to reset the form? I literally just said when I'm going to reset the form like 1 or 2 minutes ago. So I don't feel the need to repeat myself. I'm liking this though. The video being panned over to my right ear is really messing with me. But the level itself is great. I'm liking this. Where's the memory? Yeah, I mean, this level I would say is more learny than it is memory. Just because like the main memory portions, real quick, let's see, minute 13, are stuff like this, right? Where it's just like you just go through some blocks. That's not, I wouldn't really consider that memory. I would consider that more just learning. This part does go down slightly in quality, but it's still good. When form reset it's 1 hour, bro. I'm literally watching a level right now. You can wait until after. I guess that can be considered a little bit of memory, but that would really only apply to easy demons or below. Yeah. I mean, most hard Insane Demon plus memory levels are like full on, like you can't see anything. But I do like this level a good amount. Also, I appreciate that it's almost 2 minutes. People are scared nowadays to make anything more than like 70 seconds long. Alright. Let's go ahead and reset that form. There's 670 responses. And what was the last number here? 604. Dang. I guess it's just that extra week in viewership. Linking the spreadsheet linked. Delete the old spreadsheet file or page. Insert the new one. All right. All right, my question is now very relevant to a certain moderator in the chat right now. Do you like Sweetsin? That is our answer, or our question for the day. Form has now been reset. I see we have a skip queue, so I will go ahead and play that while the other levels load in. This is an extreme demon. Thank you for letting me know, so I can watch that video. Thank you for formatting your video like this, by the way. Like, telling me where the showcase is, and it being the first part of the video. This looks frickin' very ship heavy so far. Never mind. Who even is Sweetsin? I don't know. I have Sweetsin modded in this channel, so I think Sweetsin might have like come to my house, logged onto my computer, and modded himself while I was asleep or something. I don't know. Kind of woke up one day and that happened. Kind of weird. Is it Sweetsin or Sweet Cyan? I'm in my closet, buddy. Let me go check real quick. Let's go check if Sweetsin's in my closet. Sweetsin, are you in here, buddy? Hello? How about the side attic? Let's see if he's in the side attic. Hello? No? Alright. No Sweetsin in here, guys. Alright. Wrong closet. I only have my closet and then I have the side attic. I'm deaf? To be fair, the side attic is pretty dark, so you never know. Wrong house. Was that the end? Oh, yeah. That was a cool ending right there. I like that. No, that bit of song representation right there. That was cool. For the level itself, it relies a little bit over relies a little bit much on the some of these sepia triggers, but I think it's still good. I was yelling all the way from Canada. Give it 3 business days to get over to me. Alright. Appreciate it. Desert doesn't live in USA. I do live in the US. Sure. Why not? How does the form work? You enter in your ID into the form. I have a random number generator that goes through. Let me just show you real quick. And picks a level from the form. So you have, you know, ID 2. Let's start from ID 2, going all the way down to 181. And we now have 162. So I go ahead and go over here. We have 162. I play that level. I've already seen it. Send it for a star hit. And then after I play the level, go in here, I delete it, and then I do the next one. Macaboy, I see that. Yeah, look at this guy. Look, MacBook lol16, he's trying to spam the form, but my form is deleting his spam request. Haha, get screwed over, buddy. Alright, 180. 123. Bro, I got caught in 4K. Embarrassing. Imagine spamming. Alright, this is an extreme, so I'll just go ahead and watch the video. This guy's name is Farter123. Alright. Where is the actual level? I don't care about. Okay, so you just sit here for 10 decades at the end of the level after you beat it. Okay, cool. Let's go to the beginning of the level. Yo, what's up, Lori? How you doing? We have Nullscapes version 5060. I don't know why you're not VIP, Lori. How do you spell your name? Is it ITS or ITZ? ITZ. There we go. There we go. I'll say the blocks here, like this effect that goes on the blocks, that looks cool. It's a good use of the shockwave trigger. Background here is admittedly a little bit boring. I don't know. It's like that. What is this background from? Lit Fuse? Or this general like look? Lit Fuse uses this background or something similar, general shape like that. Ooh, that's a lot of particles. That's a lot of messiness, unfortunately. I admittedly think that the best part of this level so far is the one with the cool shockwave trigger looking block design. Everything else, I mean, the colors here could be a little bit better. I would just make them a little bit more saturated. Like the desaturated look of them just kind of brings it down the quality a little bit for my liking. But I'll still send this for star rate because it's got some good stuff in it. I think the quality is a little on the very varied side. Wow. $210. 116. This person apparently does not know who Sweetsin is, so. Objective, explore the cave and collect 100 amethyst crystals. Amethyst, holy GD reference. Alright. I'm going into practice mode. I can't be asked. 3, 4, 5. I still got it. 6, 7, 8. That's a spike. This is how it feels going through the freaking hallowed biome in Terraria once you first reach hard mode. going for those freaking crystal shards, dude. Those things are so annoying. Oh, there's a crystal right here. There we go. Dude, this jump. I hate this jump. Ugh. That's a big checkpoint. Hello. We're almost a third of the way there. We got a coin. And we start back down here. Alright, that was very close. For the deco itself, could use a little bit of a revamp, mainly in the colors. Like this gray is a little too bright. I feel like if you were to work on your atmosphere a little bit, work on some color values there, that would make it look infinitely better, just because caves have a lot of opportunity for atmosphere. Like if you were to add some glow to these spikes or something, it would look a million times better. But right now it's really relatively flat, and I just wish that there's a little bit more. There's plenty of opportunity for expansion upon the atmosphere in this level, because it is relatively simple. That's a spike. All right, guys. That's an evil coin, though. I think I would have gotten it there, though. That's a spike. I need to revert. I think I've seen what this allows to offer, so I'm just gonna look in the editor real quick. Yep. All right, cool. But yeah, main thing I would add is a little bit more atmosphere to the level, because it is relatively, like I said, simple, relatively flat. Let's take a 6-star. But yeah, plenty of opportunity for atmosphere. Low-key would have made the spikes and crystals a different color. I would agree there. Just to make it a little bit more obvious that this is a spike, not a crystal. 231. 101. Where you at? There you are. Stereo bass. Alright. I don't think that was supposed to happen. How do you see your position in the queue? You do not. It uses this version of the song, the 2015 remake. What a peak remake. To make it so obvious that it's random, and it still doesn't work. True. I could literally put a giant thing of text. Like right now I have this thing in the bottom right, you know, form to pin messages, or a pin message. I could literally have a thing in like size 2000 font that says random queue across the center of the screen, and people will see like, is it random queue or an order? I don't know. Dude, this gameplay though. Red World has nothing on this part. Playing Cataclysm, guys. Okay, sure. Transition just don't work on me, I guess. You really have to not buffer that orb? That's evil. Cataclysm has nothing on this? True. Where's Cataclysm at? Oh wait, use this Stereo Madness. Damn, I can't search by song and easily find Cataclysm. Yo, Crazy Boy, with the bit. Thank you. How are you? Updated 22 minutes ago. Interesting. Mythic. Alright, Next level. 242. 127. Hard to insane, demon. This level does not exist. Let's see if it works in... Oh, fuck me. This level is unlisted, so if a GD mod is reading this, please fix it. Okay. We're still gonna watch the video, because it seems to be a gem. So if you guys will kindly join me in watching this, this will be funny. I've seen the first like 5 seconds at most, and it looks pretty peak. Let's see what happens here. Of course, you guys would know who this character is, dude. Jesus. You just wish that the rest of the deck was no quality. Yeah. We're having a freaking... Okay. Can you spell Le Mans? Yes, Le Mans. What is this, dude? What is this? I'm not a chemist. Wait. Phosphor Ice Carbon Diablo X? I think it's this one, guys, right here. Ice Carbon Diablo X? I think it's this one. Synchrocriboxamine. Synchrocriboxamide. Let's go for the the middle one. We're correct. Why is she dripping? We are certified chemists. Are we almost done? Oh my god, we still got like a minute left. Loki on Nexus level. Alright, it tells me to focus right here, but how can I focus when I got these two things right here distracting me? Come on now. Like, what are you doing? Fix your face. She got memorized. Mesmerized. I like the transitions though. It's cool. Yeah. We're at these transitions. They are like a little bit low quality though. I don't know how how you managed to get those. Oh, because they're like particle object. Okay, you might be able to actually like make this transition with like the saw blades, like the 1.0 spot or the 1. Whatever Clud Funk update saw blades. and then just set them to no rotation if you want them to be a little bit higher quality. Cool. I'm gonna go try and see if that level can get fixed, because that's a cool level. Did Sweetson already do it? No. Alright, hopefully an Elder will get to that soon, because that's in my opinion an easy feature. I will say though, that level has nothing on this level. This level clears. This level's so freaking good, dude. I did something wrong now. I'm not gonna play much of it, but this level I just want to like get to like a certain part of the level. I forgot this level's impossible though. Hold there. I think it's this upcoming part with the piano. Yeah, this part is so good. Hello. What do you mean? Alright. What do you mean feature, dude? Alright. Alright, next level. 266 responses. 118. Easy and fun. Using an unknown psalm. Okay. Not long required. Ugh. Long required. Buddy. What song ID did you use? The song ID doesn't even exist. Unfortunately, levels without a song, I don't really think they can get rated. I think that that one Xanox level is like the only exception, and it's not going to happen again. So yeah, and I'll look at it. Okay, I think I've seen enough. Extreme Demon 10 stars. Yeah, if you use like some arbitrary ID as your song replacement, it's not going to happen. Which extremes have I beaten? How many? I've beaten Cataclysm, Stratus, Azurite, the Solo version, Bloodbath, Rivers of Nazareth, and then a couple platformer extremes, but the only one I uploaded was Tassar, because I was more using that as a showcase than just me beating it, because there weren't really any other showcases besides like me and Electro. Alright, 274. 47. What did you say, Sweeten? I saw a message and then I got distracted. Can the auto scroll stop scrolling down? My bad for blowing up your DMs the other day. No, you're good. You're all good. Ooh, spooky level is an eyeball. Look out for the Nexus showcase, because there's an eyeball in the level. You tell me to keep holding, I held, and then you launched me to Saturn. Alright, it didn't work that time, but sure. Wish there was more structuring, for sure. I feel like there's just not enough substance in this level. What's happening? Love's going crazy. Oh, there's hands. Whoa. Things are going weird. Where am I, dude? We're gonna be a wave soon, indicated by the giant wave. Oh, we're a wave now. Okay. Are those teeth? Teeth? Freaking mushroom eyeball, dude. Alright. One a day. Alright. Bam, bam. A third? Nope, just two. This level's interesting. Kind of impossible to see at some points, because freaking split screen shader, dude. Sometimes you gotta practice mode your way through it. Whoa. Alright, sure. I'm going down, but the stupid hand with his massive hitbox, bro. Alright. Okay. That was interesting. Kind of lost the plot halfway through when it started to go like all handsy and all handsy and I don't know. But yeah. Imagine I do all the levels, bro. I'd sit here all day doing it, and I don't want to. 287. 279. Someone got lucky. Noobs by Grizzly Cogs. Ooh, I love me a Grizzly Cogs song. Grizzly Cogs is such a goated chiptune artist. This level has a lot of potential. I just feel like it doesn't do air deco in the most prominent way. Like, I feel like there could be a little bit more air deco. This part's neat. Maybe there could be a little bit more pulsing going on. I do appreciate the little bit of area fade going at the top and bottom, but I feel like there could be a little bit more going on. Okay. That's not how you spelled night. Well made in one day. Okay. 4 creative points as well. Cool. Yeah, I think that for one day it is certainly good. I would just request a little bit more air deco, and like those saw blades at the end with the particles surrounding them, I would just like add some deco to it, because they were just default saw blades. So I'll probably send it for a rape. The colors are good though. I just wish that the first parts were definitely the better ones. I just feel like there could be a little bit more going on here. Like, these colors are great, but I feel like some more air deco would up the quality a bit, and add some pulses for sure. This song is like begging for pulses to it, and there's not really too much going on. Like, we get like a slight pulse with the snare of the song, but beyond that, it's not too much. But still, good enough for a rate in my opinion. EU Swing, bro. 2.2 has been out for over 2 years. If you don't like Swing, you're likely just bad at it, and that's a you issue. Alrighty, 292. Number 5, sure. Mine Gold. Platformer, 24 minutes. Analog horror. I'm gonna watch this after stream. So let me grab that video and open up in a new tab. Hey guys, I personally love analog horror, so if it's like, you know, good analog horror, I might enjoy this quite a bit. Okay, next. $294. 68. Ooh, the number sandwiched between two idiots. By the way, Sweet Scene, I'm seeing a lot of yeses and barely any nos for the Do You Like Sweet Scene? So there's a little ego boost for you. Wait, what did that say? Scene Animo States Gear. Okay. There's a lot of Spanish going on. I know that. Okay. Thanks, Alvaro. Fairly interesting. I do like the background here. The floating houses are an interesting choice. It does change style pretty drastically here. Okay, those kill you. Where am I? Oh, wait, this is cool. Hello? That was sick. Top one UFO section because I think it's low gravity. Ugh. What is happening? Sure. That reminds me of the ending of my level Navalis. If you guys know that level. It must have been the wind. Yeah. I like it though. Got some cool stuff. That transition, like from the background to the foreground with the second player, that was sick. Let me show you guys the ending of Navalis for anyone who has not seen it yet. Running. Navalis ending. So the ending of Navalis, you go into this cave, and you're like, oh, there's some moons right here. Let's grab those moons. But watch out, because moons in this universe are powerful. And yeah. I don't know why I did that. I just like, you know what? Let's have some fun. Alright. 312 levels in the queue. And we roll number 48. Any skip queues? Oh, there is a skip queue. Okay. Let's go ahead and play that. We do have the next level that was randomly rolled in line afterwards. So let's go ahead and play this beforehand. Where became Super Saiyan. Ooh, interesting. Is the 3D wrong? Is Sweet Scene about having an aneurysm? No, it's correct. Nice. It's not flipped backwards. I say that even though I literally called someone up for doing the exact same thing. I was like, I said earlier before you came on the stream, Sweet Scene, I was like, Sweet Scene and I are like the only mods that have called you out on this. that'll call you out on this, but flip this upside down. This is cool though. You are feeding your corner pieces though, so that's one thing I can see. This right here. There should be a corner piece. Right here, corner piece. You're missing it. This is cool though. I was expecting low-key just like a 1.0 level, but this is a pleasant surprise to say. This way. Okay, I'll continue going this way. I'm also glad that you're not afraid to use the entire song, because so many levels that use like default songs, they don't use the entire song for some reason. Even though like the longest, I think the longest song of the default songs is Deadlocked, which is like a minute 45 or something, maybe a minute 50. But the rest of them are like a minute 20 or something. This is cool though. I like this. Alrighty. And then this other level that we had previously rolled. What will be? Ooh, interesting. I love the cloud movement. Oops. Don't hit that. Maybe a second background could have been introduced here. I don't know. Because we are halfway through the level. Wow, okay, this is short. I somehow clicked midair and released like a frame before I landed. I'm so good at doing that. I don't know how. You gotta jump further there. There we go. Nope, maybe not. Okay. Top one duel, apparently. There we are. There we go. Oh, man. I wish this level was longer, dude. Also, yeah, frame one. If your 3D is low, if your 3D is wrong, I will talk about it. I'm the same way. Yeah. I wish this level was longer. It's so interesting. Like this background, I love the movement on these clouds. It's so fluid, but it's just very short. Just wish there was more to it. I keep on thinking I need to go out there. But yeah, I think, fortunately, because I wish there was more, it feels like an unfinished level, wish there was more to it. I had to save it for a star rate, unfortunately. This might still get rated feature, but for me, it feels kind of unfinished. I'm wishing there was more of it, so I would send it for low quality. All right, 330. And we roll number 69. We rolled one of the stupid numbers today. Alright. This guy's name is Little Nugget. Nice. That's something about being banned. Okay. 3D is mega free. Yeah, 3D, literally all you have to do, guys, is take a structure. Boop, boop. And if you're like one of those weird people who like do some weird nonsense with these structures, like, you know, like do some weird stuff like this, right? Like just pretend that you're doing that. If you want 3D for this, just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I should have turned on no touch before I did this example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. There's your 3D for this. What did that say? Only click the orbs. Well, as far as I'm concerned, there's no orb here, so you're freaking lying to me. I'm being lied to in this stream, man. I hate it. There's no orb right here. You're a liar. Yeah, I wish the structure is rather simple. Wish there was more to it. But this part is rather decent. I would just think some more background deco would be in order. I feel like as it goes on, it does kind of lose a little bit of quality in terms of the backgrounds. But the structuring is good. I will say the over-reliance of this area move kind of brings it down again in quality, just because I'm not the biggest fan of levels that just have area move for the entire level on every single block, and it's always like structured like that. I don't know, I just don't like that. Alright. Important. Next up, 341, 149. Bit of an older level, all right. 3 or so years ago, 4 years ago. Sanctuary of Silence. That's a ominous name. You know what's an ominous name that has never been used? At least in a rated level, regicide. Regicide is such a goated word, but it hasn't been used. Okay, level became impossible. I can't see. Whoa. Alright, did not know there was going to be a ship there. I'm just gonna... Yep, there you go. A bit of an over-reliance on some of these shaders, admittedly. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the chromatic glitch lines. You know, it reminds me of like old 2.1 levels that just always had the scan lines for absolutely no reason. Free coin. I can't fix you. Alright, kill me. Wait, what did that say? Foreground removal. Never mind. I don't want to remove the foreground. I can't see though. The foreground is not the issue here, it's the freaking glitch shader. Where I can't see anything. Like, what's happening? I can't see. Oh. Alright. This level has some really decent, like, deco choices. It's just like, I don't know. It's over-reliance on the shader, it just doesn't really do it for me. Like, if this level had, you know, like, shaders disabled in it, I would unironically think it might be a little bit higher quality, in my opinion. I'm going all over the place, gameplay-wise. Stuff is being weird. So close. What is happening? Why is this guy spamming the same message? I'm not playing any IDs from chat, so all you're doing is wasting channel points. So that's all I can really say about that. Sorry. Also, why would you... I want to see the 4 years ago version of this level. Because it seems like it was updated just for the shaders. Assuming. You're going to waste yours brilliantly 1 second? What you got? A hydrate and a posture check. Thank you. Well, yeah, improve the deck and remove the inconsistent moments. I'll send that for a star rate because like the level itself is still decent. I just don't like the shader usage. But I would say it's still a demon. Alright, what is happening on my phone, dude? Stuff is happening. I'm freaking busy here. Okay. 358. 145. Alright, barely any difference than the last level. You think you ate too much chocolate? I mean, that would make sense. You're not spelling things properly, so. 500 cigarettes, yeah? Alright. What is this? Okay, that's a block here. I can kill you. Sure. One thing that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine is when levels do this. There's a way to do this properly, and I'll show it after we, end the level. I'm assuming this is a 500 object level, just by the, general nature of how it looks currently. What's up, Sweet Sin? How does one delete messages? If you're on Twitch right now, I'm assuming that you're on your PC or whatever. If you go into chat settings, I think at the top, at least for me, there's a show mod icons switch. Turn that on and you should be able to get the moderator like quick actions, like deleting a message, timing someone out, banning them, you know. You just beat Slaughterhouse? Cool, did you do it legit? If you did, congrats. What? What did that just say? Alright, but the thing I wanted to show, where the hell is it? Okay, so these spikes right here. The best way to do it is, you know, this block right here. I'm just going to use object color for example, and then the next one will be black and black, right? And now, what we want to do here is, let's do this, give this guy, you know, just B1 for now. So, what you want to do is post this here. This guy is T12. This guy right here, make this T14, and then move it down, and then move it up 2. Now you have this. Okay, now make this guy a T15. Alright, there you are. Pretty decent for a 500 object level. So I'll send it for a rate. Your hardest is Tidal Sun. What? 372. 42. The meaning of life. You found it? Nice. Yeah, it's not... Wait, hold on. What did that say? Yes, of course, his level's beauty. This person likes your level, Sweets in. Rainbow Road 2. Using Climax. Alright. If I could do... Wait, what? If I could go to any update before 2.1, what update would it be and why? I mean, I started playing in 2.0, but if I were to choose an update, I would choose 1.9. Just because I feel like I could do some cool stuff in 1.9. Plus, like, 1.9 is an iconic update. Peak song. Decent deco and gameplay so far. It is like a little lacking on the pulses, but I think that's fine. Random 9 circles part, sure. Whoops, hit that a little bit late. There's a key down there, if you want a coin, I'm assuming. Yeah. This part's cool. I love the pulse on the blocks. Oh, there's a freaking jump block there. Wave consistency test. No. It just says no. I'm glad that that was thought of when they built this level, because that could be a very easy skip. Mods cannot delete other mods' messages, GD Monkey, even though the icons still show up. It's a weird thing. Only I can delete moderators' icons. Well, actually, no. GD Monkey, you can delete Sweetsin's messages just because you're a managing moderator and Sweetsin is a standard moderator. I'm still not sure about this whole managing moderator thing. It's just weird. Hi, Jester. If I'm hoping someday I'll get a legendary rated level. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that'd be something that'd be cool. So I didn't want to test. Yep, it does say that it works. Mods be criticizing pixels now? What? Yeah, I thought that was cool. A little bit weak on the pulses, but I did like the gameplay a lot. $382. $268. Platformer. Every day I sink in International the Void. It is a demon platformer, so I'll just watch it real quick. A collab with Human Being 9999. Slope-based gameplay. Yeah, no. I was not about to play this. Not the biggest fan of slope boosting. Atmosphere looks decent though. It is a little bit like, I would tone down some of the glow a little bit, like make it a little bit more saturated, like hue shifted a little bit to purple, just because that just leads to better blue color look. I explained that poorly. Gameplay looks fun though. I mean, it is slow boosting, and I know that not many people like slow boosting. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I mean, if you like slow boosting, you might like this level. It is rather short. I do wish there was a little bit more variation. Like, I don't know. Like, the atmosphere is pretty good, but it does just kind of like, in all honesty, I thought that this would be like the start to part 2 of this level. But also there's no music. There is music, I think. Hold up. There is music. I think this song... Hold up. I could have sworn I heard a... like some sort of like breakcore song in the background. Maybe that was just in the video though. I don't know. But yeah, this level realistically like is encapsulated by this screen. I wish that there was a little bit more progression. Like it definitely, like, this feels like part 1 of a level. Kind of wish there was a little bit more going on. There's a random block right here. Nice. But for what it is, I think a star rate should be fine. Like, even like just some color changes in the blocks when you like get further up to the top of the level would be fine. So I think star rate should be fine. Yeah, slow boosting is I don't know. I can't do it properly. Where is it? This one. Yeah, I can't do it consistently. I can do it somewhat, but that's about as good as I can get on something like that. Alright. Go ahead and delete that request, because that's some stupidness. Alright, 391. We got maybe time for 1 or 2 more levels, and then I need to eat lunch because it's already past when I normally eat lunch. The introduction, minor flash warning. Ooh, interesting. Daster's over here streaming while GD Monkey and I are messing around. I see you guys are like deleting like messages or something. Okay, that's a bit of weird gameplay. They wanted me to spam, but like, kind of wish that was a little bit more prominent, because, you know. Plus, levels that are just like, alright, spam to get past this part, it's just like, I don't really get the point of that gameplay. Like, I don't know why spamming to be able to just pass a part is gameplay design that people elect to use. I just don't get it. Like, okay, that's also a little bit broken. Better not kill me, alright. Like, the colors in this level are pretty decent. It's a little bit bright in this part. I would tone down a little bit. Also, this level is really short, like we're already at the end. Ooh. Was a very clear transition, yeah. This part looks pretty good. I'd say the beginning of this level is definitely the strongest part of it. In terms of both gameplay and deco. Like, as soon as you get here, you know, I got spam for some reason. This part is just a little bit too bright. Also, I skipped that orb and the level didn't kill me. I'm very surprised. Thought you know, people don't do this anymore, where they actually allow you to do swag routes. Wow. Yeah, this part, it's a bit messy, a bit too bright for my liking. And I would just tone down the brightness of a lot of the elements. Or turn on the opacity as an alternative. But yeah. I mean, I'll probably send this for a star rate, for all those reasons that I just mentioned. All those gripes that I had. But yeah. I will still think it's a fine 8-star. Please play Thunderstorm Day before I leave. I might play it if it pops up in the forum random number generator. So let's play one final level, and then we'll go raid someone. 393. 124 is what we land on. Where are we at? I can't find it. There it is. Troll step. Verify by me in 596 attempt. Had to nerf this 3 times. Let's see how this is. Alright, so it's X step, but you alter the hitboxes of some of the stuff. Okay. I see. Let's move on to the next level. That's an auto level, realistically. $396. 175. All right. Not a bad start. Very 2.1 looking. Sorry, just like, you know, just like the colors and whatnot. You see this a lot in like 2020 onward 2.1 levels. I'm not saying that's a bad thing though. It's just something that like I've seen a decent amount of times, you know, playing levels throughout the years. Gameplay's fun though. I like this. Oh, this is the end of the song. Okay. Yeah, not bad by any means. Just something I've seen a decent amount of times. But I still think it's good. 11 creative points. Gotcha. Oops, it's not me to go to icons. 6 stars. Not your lists. Oh, they have a bunch of star writing lists. That's cool. I've already sent this other level by then. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think a feature should be fine for this. It's still good quality, just like not really the most original level, but that's not necessarily the most, you know, detrimental thing a level can have. Alright, that was the last level of the stream, and the stream is now ending. Appreciate everybody from coming out. Remember, !CC, I do have an auto creator contest going on right now. You might know about it. Basically, make a gameplay auto. If you don't know what that means, it is basically an auto of which it looks like not necessarily this old school style, but you actually see the level instead of, you know, some animation on top of it. So basically, make something that looks like this with gameplay, but with more up-to-date deco. So it's like OG auto levels, yes. Who do we want to raid today? I feel like I've been raiding Lorray a lot recently, and Techno is streaming, so let's raid Techno this time. Shut up, Techno. Alright. Appreciate everybody for coming out. I will see you guys next stream. You know, people on YouTube, if you want to come over to Twitch and participate in the raid, feel free. If not, have a nice day. Alright. Thank you guys for coming out. I don't know when I'll stream next. I'm currently not building anything, so I might stream more often for the next couple of weeks. I don't know. See ya.